Hello guys, welcome back to Jhex Graphics. Hope you guys are doing great. In this tutorial, I will show you guys how to create a 3D logo design like a pro using your smartphone. In this tutorial, you will also learn how to work with shape, how to make logos with the shape tool. So the first thing we have to do now is to delete this initial text. So I'll click on this and then click on delete, and the initial text is gone. So I'll click on this polygon tool now and click on shapes to import the shape I'll be using for this design. So I'll click on this and then pick the circle shape. So right now I will make use of the edges. So I'll extend these edges to change the shape to an oval shape. So after I've done this, now I will head to the fill color and pick the black color. So I'll choose black, and then the next thing I will do now is to copy this. So I'll click on copy and click on edit to change the color. So I'll make this now white. So I'll head to the fill color and I'll choose white. So the next thing I will do is to reduce the size of the circle. So I will hold this fill and reduce it a bit, and then I'll click this. So I will now position this at the center using relative position. So I'll click on relative position and then click both, just this one. Okay, this and this. So I'll click on this and this together to position this at the center. So after clicking on this, I'll head to this layer icon and then pick the first layer, the first circle we made, and then click on relative position and also position it at the center, clicking at this both. After doing this, I'll head back to layers and then click on the circle on top and then head to position and then bring it down a bit. So I'll bring this down. So after doing this, now the next thing I will do is to merge both layers together. So to do this, I'll click on the layer icon and then click on this and tick both to merge them together. Click on this and then this icon below, then tick both to merge them together. So after ticking both, the next thing I will do is to click on this merge icon. So this is the merge icon. So I just have to click that now and then click OK to merge. Once we've done this, I will head to erase color and erase the white color. The default color is white, so once you click on erase color, it automatically erases the white part of the design. So this is erased. So I will increase the tolerance. Since we are dealing with white and black now, I can increase the tolerance to 70 or more. So the next thing I will do now is to click on shapes again. So what I did now was to click on this our background. I just click on this and then this thing disappears, the transform disappears, and then I'll click on shapes. So once I click on shape, I'll click on this icon. So I'll click on this icon. So if I click on this icon, I will pick the circle shape again, but this time around I will change the color now to black. So I will reduce this also a bit, and then I will use the relative position to position it at the center by pressing this and this, just like we did before. Sorry. The next thing I will do now is to head back to my layers and pick this layer and then reduce the size. So I will reduce this and then head to rotate, and then I will rotate the angle. I want to make this slant, so I'll rotate this to this angle. So after doing this, now the next thing I will do now is to copy that same layer. So I will click on copy and then I will reduce the size again, and then I'll position it here and click to back. Either I click to back or I draw this and then move it to the back of the circle. So once this is done, I will reduce it more to get the exact kind of design I want. So I'll reduce it more and then use the position to bring it closer to the big circle. So I think this should be okay. So I'll head to the initial layer, the first layer, which is this. I'll head to this and reduce it also. Bring it closer to the big circle. So after doing this, still on that layer, I will copy this layer now, and then I will increase the size by pressing this and drawing it up to increase, and then I will rotate this now using this tool. So I'll just click on this tool and then draw it to rotate. So either I click on this tool beside the layer, or I head to rotate and then rotate the icon, rotate the layer. So I can use any one I want. So after doing this, I'll just head to color and then enable the color and change the color to white. And then I will bring it here. So I'll increase this more. So I'll increase this and then make it cover the black parts of the other color. So I'll make sure everything is covered. So I just click on this plus icon. This plus icon here enables you to zoom in and zoom out to see your design better. So I'll click on this plus icon and then I'll draw it to see if my design is well placed, to make sure it covers the first circle, which is the black layer. So I want this layer, the white layer, to cover the black layer very well. So as I can see it now, it is well covered. So I'll reduce it back. So after choosing the layer, I will choose that same layer now, and head to copy. So I'll copy this and change the color to black. So I'll click on color and change it to black. After doing this, I will increase and then position it here to touch or cover the white part. So the next thing I will do now is to click on this same layer and hold this still, hold the dot part still, and then draw it to the back of this. So once this is done, I will reduce it back now. So looking at this now, the next thing I will do is to eliminate some parts of this bigger layer. So I will click on erase color and then click on this icon here. So once I click on this, I will pick either erasing with a circle or erasing with a square. So I'll pick the square. So I just click on this square and then I'll use this to take out the parts I don't want. So I'll leave it here and then I'll click on this. So I'll be clicking on this next. So once this is done, I'll click on the tick icon and I'll erase the parts I wanted. So I would still like to erase more of this, so I'll click on erase and follow that same procedure and pick the square. And erase. So the next thing I will do now is to merge all the layers. Alright, so what we will do now is to click on this layer and then merge everything, just like we did before, and then click on this merge and then merge it. So we head to erase color now and enable it. As you can see, it's much more better now, but we skipped a step we did the other time. We didn't cut out this color, so let's go back now. Sorry for this place. So I'll click on this same layer and click on erase color and follow that same procedure we did, and then erase that part that we don't want. So once this is erased, we can then merge all. So after doing this, I will head to erase color and erase the color, and then I can increase the tolerance to 70. So from here, the next thing I would like to do now is to color my objects, and I would like to put separate colors on both sides. So to do this, I will have to put this at the center by clicking relative position and position it at the center, and then I will head to erase color and increase this. So after doing this, then I'll click on this plus icon to zoom. So I will just erase the other parts between the white. As you can see, we have both white side and black side. So I will erase the other parts that is black separately. So I will zoom this now and erase. So I'll click on the plus icon again, so I'll be able to erase. So I will start erasing now. So after doing this, I'll also click on the plus icon so I can see and erase more. So I'll click and then erase as I go. I will click and erase until I've erased all aspects of the parts. So make sure you erase well. So once this is done, I'll click tick, and as you can see, the other part is done. So the next I will do now is to copy this. So I will copy and I will place this at the center, just like we did before. And then I will click on erase color, and this time around I will click back to return the initial design. So once this is done, I will increase my pencil tool, my eraser pencil tool, and then I'll click on the plus icon here to zoom. This time around I will erase the other parts of the design. So I will erase the other parts and leave the other side. So be careful while erasing yours. This can actually zoom to 500 and more. So just make sure you erase just those parts you don't need. So after erasing this, I'll click on the tick icon, and now I have a separate image. So now I would like to add the initial of my name. So for this company I'll be using A, so I would like to add initial A. So I'll click on the shape tool, and then I will reduce this radius, and then use the dot by the side of the square to get this exact shape. So once this is done, I'll click the tick icon. Sorry. So I will lock this layer to avoid the layers from moving. So I'll just click on layers and click the padlock button to lock. So let's reduce this more. Click on edit and reduce this. So I will long press this. I'll hold it still and then move it to back. So I will use the rotate tool here beside the object to rotate beside the shape. So I'll copy this now and rotate the angle of this also to the same direction. So this is the angle apart is too much. So I'll use position 2 now and position this together. So this will actually stand for the initial of the company, which is authentic. So you can use B design or any initial design for yours. So once this is done, I'll merge just this and this together. After merging, I will hold still, or I'll press and move to the back. So the next I will do now is to copy this now and also position it exactly where the format is. And now I will merge. So just make sure it is positioned at the same spot where the first one is. And now I will merge it separately. So I'll match this to this one, and I'll match this to this one. So I'll click on erase color, erase color, and erase this one. I'll increase the tolerance, and I'll move to the next shape, which is this, and click on erase color, and this is erased. So guys, from here we can change the color of these shapes. So I'll click on any of them and head to color and choose the color of my choice. So I'll choose this color here, and I'll click on this and also click on color and enable the color. I will leave this color now to be red, the initial color red. So the next I will do is to merge them all together. So I'll click on this icon below and tick both sides and merge. So I'll click on merge like usual and merge. So I will use this here to reduce it, and then push it up so I can write the name of the company. So guys, if you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe. Also hit the bell icon by the side so you can get updated whenever I release a new video on my channel. Thank you guys for doing so. So the next thing I will do now is to just click here and then click on the A icon to input your text. So I'll click on text and click on edit to type in the text. So I'll write authentic overs. So I'll head to font to change the font size, so the font type. So I'll click on font and I'll choose the font. I'll use one slide font for this. So I will click on the size 2 to increase the text size. So I think this should be okay. Something should be okay. And then I'll use the relative position to position my text at the center of my design. So I'll click both horizontal and vertical, just like we did before. And then I will use the position to move it down. The next thing I will do is to click on color and change the color to the gray color. I use yellow. So what I will do next is to copy this and then write the slogan, which is quality and quality and durability. So after this is done, I'll bring it down, and this time I'll change the font to a tinier font or to a different size. So I'll choose integral medium. So what I will do now is reduce the size and then increase the spacing, the text spacing. So I'll head to size again to make this smaller. So I'll use the relative position, put it at the center. So let's increase the size more. And then position it at the center using relative position. So the position 2 is just to move your design left and right. So after this is done, the next thing to do now is to click here and then pick transparent, and then click here and then save and choose your quality. Click on default and choose ultra, then save to gallery. Once this is done, we head to Photopea. So we on our data for the first time. Photopea requires your data to be on for the first time. So I'll click on the data icon and click on my browser. So this time around I will choose photopea.com. So I'll just type in photopea.com. So from here, Photopea is we use Photopea here to mock up design using an already made PSD file. So to import the link to the download link, the download link to my storage where you can get this PSD file will be on the description. So once you're done, you can head to the description and download the file. So I'll click on file and then open. So I'll just click on open here and then head to my file where the PSD file is stored. So I'll click on File Explorer. So yours depends. Just head to where your mockup is and import the mockup. So let's wait while it loads. I think mine is taking time because my phone is kind of filled up. A lot of things inside the phone. So I'll pick the logo mockup. So I'll click the logo mockup and choose the .psd form, not the JPG form. So I'll just click on the .psd form, and this is it. And wait while it loads the mockup. So I'll click on this here, this layer icon. Just click on this layer icon. So after clicking there, you can see the details about the design here. So the next thing I will do now is to click on this place your logo square, the square beside place placeholder or place your design or place anything. So this, I'll pick the square icon. This is the square I'll be clicking now. So I will double click on that same spot. So I will double click on this. As you can see, it has brought in the layer. So I'll click on this eye icon, the eye icon here beside the square. So I'll click on the eye icon to hide the initial design. So if you have to see the initial design, this is the initial design. So I'll just click on that icon now to hide it, and I will head to file, then open and place this time. So once it opens, you head to Pixellab and import your design, your transparent design. So I'll choose the design and wait while it loads my design. So once this loads, the only thing I will do now is to click on file, then save as smart object. So after clicking on save as smart object, wait while it loads or saves your design as a smart object. So once it saves your design as a smart object, the design will automatically reflect the mockup with all the effects and all the stuffs done there, all the blending and everything done with the design will reflect on this design. So guys, once again, subscribe and enable the notification icon so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. Share our videos and inform your friends. Thank you guys. So Photopea can be used to mock up your design and also to make different kind of design. You can use Photopea on your phone, on your laptop, anything you have that has data. So I'll just click on logo mockup here. So I'll click on this just once. So this is what I'll be clicking. I'll just click on this. So I'll click on that now and wait while my design comes up. So you just have to wait for the design to come up. So as you can see, our design is ready and it's fine. So to save this design, I'll click on file again and then export as. You can choose JPG or PNG, but on the norms I usually use PNG for a higher quality. And the PNG means transparency without background. So for this design you can save as JPEG or PNG file. So I'll choose PNG file. It will come with background because there is a background. So once you've clicked on this, you can decide to change the width and height of the design depending on the kind of size you want. But for this, I will leave it with the default size. So I will just click on save below and it saves. Actually, Photopea doesn't need your data to save.